Now we review the 2024 film, The Beekeeper. What? Beekeeper? Really? That's what they called it? Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I am Richard. This is Random Street Theater, and I have seen the latest Jason Statham film, The Beekeeper. Alright, so before I get any further, let me, of course, remind you that for every 1,000 subscribers I get, I do purchase one of these bracelets from 4Ocean. 4Ocean pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean every time I do that. Now, if you would be so kind as to comment, like, and subscribe, you'd be doing your part for a better world. Now, The Beekeeper. Okay. So this is discount John Wick, which is discount Batman. So you've got a discount of a discount, and it's a weak premise, okay? But what's going on here is you have this sweet old lady gets conned by some sort of an internet scheme where they put malware on your computer and steal all of your accounts, or steal all your money. And when that happens, it turns out that she is friends with, is renting space to a Jason Statham. And this Jason Statham, of course, you know, because he's Jason Statham, is an ex-member of a clandestine organization that operates outside the law. Okay. So just to be clear on this subject, this is a dumb movie. And it's a dumb movie because if we could do stuff like this, if we could make people who had this level of ability that they could walk into a room full of armed men without a weapon themselves and just take the whole lot out, I mean, yeah, we would have sent a couple of them to Afghanistan and just had them go piss off, terrorists, and then the terrorists would go, okay, we're going to kill you. And then they just flatten the terrorist, and then we wouldn't have a problem in Afghanistan anymore. If we could make these people, regardless of how expensive, if they were $500 million each, they would still be worth making because, that's the thing. I mean, it's kind of like this guy is also a Rambo because the government sort of created him. He's not an anomaly, he's a construct. So it's a dumb premise, but set all that aside for a moment, because this movie is not meant to be smart or telling or life-changing. It's meant to be satisfying, and I personally think it is. Now, I remember when I watched Jeremy John's review of this film, and I mean, all respect to Jeremy, although I'm probably never going to meet him, and he wouldn't think I was any more than the gum stuck to his shoe if he did. But, he has not had the experiences that many of us have had, where we've had that work environment that we can't stand, and people hurt us, and there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, look, I've worked at all kinds of jobs where bad things have happened to me, and I would have really liked to, get some kind of retribution. And it's not going to happen. So here is a situation where you have someone has done something wrong, and somebody else comes out there and says, okay, you're going to pay for this, and that's it. It's not about good or bad. Well, it's about right and wrong, but it's about, hey, a debt is owed, a debt is paid, and they're the good guy. And that's very satisfying, The dude walks into a room full of people that steal from old ladies, and those people steal from old ladies are now running in terror. And you're like, yes, I love this. This is awesome. I wish I could be this man. But of course, you can't be this man because there's this thing called the law, first of all. And, in addition to the law, there are physical limitations. So it's like, yeah, I mean, everybody's been in that situation where they wish they could, punch somebody out. Maybe it's their boss, maybe it's some internet thief, maybe it's some, douchebag salesman. But everybody's been in that position, And that's what this movie speaks to. And it really speaks to the heart of the fact that, yeah, you know, we've all kind of been taken by salesmen, and we hate those salesmen. And, you know, we wish we could do something about it. I mean, I remember going to Best Buy, of all places, and they were practicing what's called hook and reel, you know. We want just a simple, this was way back when, so it was a CD player. It said, okay, how about this one? It was $30. Oh, we don't have that one in stock. How about that one, which was $50? And it was like, you know, but we just want a basic unit. We don't really want to spend $50. It's only $20, so it's not that big of a thing. But all of the cheap ones, every time you pointed to one, they always point to a more expensive one. Well, will you sell me the floor model? Oh, no, we might have more coming in. Well, could you tell me when that would happen? No, I can't. So, no, it was hook and reel. And I would have really liked to have smacked that guy across the face. Well, what I would have liked to do would have called his manager, told him that it was hook and reel, and escorted him off property. I would have rather done that, but that's not going to happen. I probably would have been pretty satisfied if I smacked him across the face, but I wouldn't do that because I'm not a violent person. But see, this is a movie that is basically some crooked salesman con somebody, and then somebody goes and kicks the crap out of them. That's the movie. Now, it goes to a ridiculous place after that, and yeah, what you wind up having is the powers that be challenged by a single man, and that single man, you know, gives them the comeuppance they deserve, and you're like, yeah, okay, love this stuff. And it's done in a very ambiguous kind of a way, so you could insert scratchy throat. You could insert whichever political party you want to into it. That's kind of a spoiler, but you could insert whichever, you know, famous figure in that role you want to into it. Be like, yes, that's the so-and-so and so-and-so. And it's like, yeah, elements of all. So what I'm saying is that this movie is really fun. It's a fun movie. It's satisfying for those of us who are frustrated, who are angry, and we look at this person and we say, yeah, I wish this person were real. I wish I could do the things that this person does. In reality, we do not wish this person were real because there should be boundaries. But those boundaries should protect us, not hurt us. So, yeah, in the end, if you examine this movie on a philosophical level, it will appeal to people who have been wronged and does, to a certain degree, speak to societal problems that we should address. I'm trying not to cough. So what I'm saying is this movie actually belongs high on your watch list. The Beekeeper is entertaining. It is a fun movie that will keep you entertained the entire time. It's better than The Meg 2. I actually think it's better than The Meg, and as Jason Statham movies go, it's in my top 10. I mean, it's not as good as Snatch. Okay? It's not as good as The Transporter, which I think was a little more grounded in reality, but good movie. Anyway, just my opinion. Love to hear yours. Comments below. I'm Richard. Randall the Rat here, reminding you to comment, like, and subscribe. And why should you do that? Well, look over here. These are bracelets from 4Ocean. Each one of them means a pound of trash was pulled out of the ocean. And this channel buys one for every 1,000 subscribers it gets. And this around my neck, well, this is a medal from the Conqueror. It represents walking around the Great Pyramids of Giza. You can get one for yourself by going to the Conqueror challenges.com and saying, hey, I want to pretend I walked around the pyramids of Giza without dealing with all the sweat and flies and delicious scarab beetles. Or you could support this channel so they can buy more of these, which means that they will plant trees, because each one of these represents 5 trees that got planted. Yeah, that's right, 5 trees, helping your environment. Global warming sucks. Be a good person, comment, like, and subscribe. Give us more money so that we can plant trees by buying metals from the Conqueror. Randall out.